Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate. I'm Rihanna Bahamut and last time we began a brand new chapter where we went further into the past. Only now the entire world is against us because they think we're on Daji's side. Today we are going to try and save Lu Bu's girlfriend, Jiang, from getting mercilessly slaughtered for standing in someone's way. So let's dive on in. So, quick recap on why we're here. Lu Bu and Jiang got caught up in the middle of our fight and happened to be in Neza's way. So he kicked the crap out of Lu Bu and then killed Jiang for standing in his way to us. And for some reason the narration recap says that Zuzu was pissed because Neza had resorted to, air quotes, unreasonable measures. Normally that is reserved for someone using stuff like poison and hostages kind of stuff. Not for the robot guy mercilessly killing people for interfering with his prime directive. I mean, expecting Neza not to follow his murder protocol is like expecting Daji to not take advantage of our current situation for her own ends. Oh, don't look at me like that. You were expecting her to stab us in the back at some point too. And so the mission begins, and as you may have noticed, it looks kinda familiar. Pretty much it's the previous mission, but done in reverse. Mind you, there are a couple wrinkles here and there, but the general flow of the battle is protect the two forts that we used as entry points last time, clear out the middle, then the docks at the south, and then get into the castle to kill off the enemy commander. It is kind of interesting how we are using the time travel gimmick for Sima Shi and Zuzu to send us to before we showed up, so that we are on the Wei side instead of the demon army side. Then have us abuse our foreknowledge to give us an advantage when we flip sides once again. And I just realized I haven't talked about our party for this episode. This time we got Guan Yu and Sun Quan, so we are rubbing elbows with emperors again. Heck, Guan Yu is the sworn brother of the Shu Emperor, so you could argue he is semi-royalty as well. He's also one of the biggest wrecking balls in the Shu army and said to rival Lu Bu himself. He also gets Lu Bu's horse, the Red Hare, to cement his badass status. Sun Quan may not have Guan Yu's badass cred, but he is the emperor who rules the longest out of all the emperors in the game, so that definitely counts for something. His fighting style could be considered a Sima Zhao clone, but in 8 he claims the fighting style as his and his alone, so I guess that would make Zhao a clone of him. I definitely appreciate the fact that Dynasty Warriors 8 has eliminated old clone style so that everyone has that one weapon they can claim as their own. Even if anyone can wield any other type of weapon in 8, they can at least claim that one bit of uniqueness for themselves. I swear there was a time where half the cast was a clone of someone else. Now that we have finally cleared all the attacking enemies, it's time to go and attack the middle/south so that we can actually accomplish the whole point of this mission. Basically, this whole battle is so that we can attack the officers and siege weapons to the south so that we can get a bunch of ships in here to use as a bridge. This will create an escape route for Jiang so that Neza doesn't outright kill her like last time. And since it's on the way, I of course stopped to kill the officer running this base because A, it's on my way, and B, it's an enemy officer. Do I really need more of an excuse to go end something in this game? I will admit I am kinda on the fence about this mission. On the one hand, it's pretty much a retread of another mission. But on the other hand, you are playing the same mission but from the perspective of the other team, and that is a fun way to reuse a level. Heck, when I play missions in free mode in 8, I usually pick the other side first to try and win as the losing team. On another note, Arbalists seem to have weird hitboxes. As you can see here, I was trying to attack the main part of the Arbalist, but did nothing. The tail end is actually what the game wants you to attack to deal damage for some reason. You would think the actual weapon part of the weapon is what you would want to destroy, but what the heck do I know about HM weaponry? Or computer programming for that matter. At least with ballistas you don't have to guess. Just attack anywhere and you will wreck them. And with the ballista gone, our main objective is complete, so we just have to clear the mission to successfully change the setup of the previous future mission. Although there is a slight snag to that. Sorry, the mission talk was interrupted by that commercial for ancient Chinese boats. It is really hard to tell on the minimap, but the castle gates are actually closed this time around. So I think this is the first time we have had a good old Dynasty Warrior style siege situation. In other words, who is up for an escort mission? Basically, we have to get the engineers from the southern dock over to the far west garrison. They will then build some good old-fashioned battering rams to break the gates, which of course we have to guard while they are doing said breaking. Thankfully, they don't pull the good old Dynasty Warriors move of spawning ambushes every 100 feet in front of the engineers, or have them suddenly pop in around the battering ram the second it reaches the gate. I swear the only way to get that one was to either have the red hair and a ton of foreknowledge to know where every ambush would show up, or with a buddy helping you cover all of them. Heck, even with my little brother helping me out, it took us a few tries to actually succeed. Also, right here I am actually clearing out the wrong path for the engineers to take. For some reason, the nigh defenseless builders will travel right in front of the castle to get to the garrison, which of course is where you would expect the most resistance, instead of taking the longer way around with fewer enemies. You think people smart enough to be engineers would avoid the heavily guarded area, but I guess their lemming instincts will have too strong a hold of them. So naturally, I'm being told to go rescue them just as I reach the objective to clear it out. Fortunately, we aren't on Magoichi's mission, so they actually have the morale to survive for a decent amount of time, so I can clear out the garrison and run off to save them with time to spare. Except they somehow managed to save themselves and start moving towards the base. This is probably the first time I've ever seen that happen. I guess it's because I cleared the objective, so the game thinks it's okay to move over there even with the enemy officer on its ass. And now we start the waiting game. It takes roughly 30 seconds to a minute for the engineers to build the rams, and then the ram has to hit the gate about 3 times before it opens up and we can end the mission. So I just take out the remaining officers to kill some time before the gates open up. I guess this is the downside to ambushes not showing up. If I had already killed everyone, I would just be waiting around for the timer instead of feeling that I have to actively defend the engineers. Which is why no one likes escort missions. You are either trying really hard to defend something that can't defend itself, or waiting around for them to do something while nothing really happens around you. Tension-wise, the former is better than the latter. That is until you fail it a few times and have to do it over and over again and replace that feeling of tension with seething hatred for what you are protecting and everything they stand for. What I'm trying to get at is escort missions suck. Thankfully, when you fail this kind of situation in the old Dynasty Warriors games, you didn't actually fail the mission. Instead, you got a big morale hit and then the enemy would open the gate themselves to try and take you on and kill all your NPC buddies thanks to the morale hit. Which at least gave you a shot at salvaging the situation instead of just hitting you with a game over and sending you back to the start of the mission. Also, the animation of the gate breaking here is kinda funny as the gate just kinda breaks like a saltine cracker and vanishes from sight. Now all we gotta do is take out our good old friend Diamondback to end this mission. I swear Diamondback is like the only generic officer to lead the demon army forces. I guess he's just the kind of mediocrity all generics aspire to. Heck, the only thing that seems to be better about him than the other generics is that it takes a few more hits to kill him than the others. I don't even think he has a Maso attack to give you that oh shit moment. Either way, he falls like the rest of them to give us the victory for this mission.
龍馬は退け、船の安全は確保した。これならば未来においても船の道は残されよう。過去は変わり、新たな未来が生まれた。あとはショーがうまくやるだろう。
And then I got Jiang. Only real difference is the ships gives you a nice easy path to South P, so you can end the mission in like 5 minutes tops. So that's it for today's episode. Next time we have the choice of going up against either Shu or the Oda clan, and from how I have been picking missions, Shu is pretty much who we are going to be dealing with next. So join me next time as we fight against Guan Yu's brother and the poster child for the entire Dynasty Warriors series.